All right, back to the barn for a short update. At least I think it'll be short. There's the grease pit. It goes all the way to that door over there. Well, what used to be a door. Now it's just kind of a piece of stuff. It's, I'd say, she's about 20 foot long. Why does it look like things have moved in here? What? Whoa. This is hollow too. What the heck? What's under here? Maybe it's not a grease pit. I don't know what the heck that is. Okay, this is cement. I don't want to step on that. What in the world? No. Huh. I don't know what that was. So maybe it's a grease pit with a L-shaped. Who the heck builds an L-shaped grease pit? Huh, that's weird. Up there it goes off to the left. Seems like. But then the end of it's cement right here. Maybe it's just eroded or something. It's the runoff from the road. This is just a garbage pit here. And then what can I stand on and not die? This here is a piece of, I guess it's a door, and it's over top of the hole. I don't know. Huh, must have used it for a, maybe it's an old mine shaft or something. They used to mine coal out of here or something, but there's no coal mines marked anywhere near here on the map. The DEP map or whatever it is, I forget what PA calls their abandoned coal mine map, but every state's got one mostly. Okay, that's interesting. It's dug down a little bit on this side too. Maybe it just eroded away from it or something. I don't know. It definitely looks old. That cement's ancient. There's a hunk of a toilet or a sink or something. It looks like a sink down in there. It's busted up. Speaker. Base of a fan. Why would you throw your garbage in here? That's ignorant. Well, probably the same people that threw their damn nasty ass friggin' whole kitchen bag of dirty diapers in the friggin' creek over here. Alright, so what was the other thing I was going to show you? Oh yeah, I'm angry about people doing stupid stuff, but in addition to that, also breaking every single damn piece of glass within a 20-mile radius and putting it in here. That's convenient. What is this thing? Afraid to touch stuff in here, but that is, looks like somebody's award. Either there's no no etching on it, or the etching's worn off. That's odd. Like a desk set for somebody or something. Anyway, the other cool thing is electrical box, clip, and electrical box. Haha. There she be. So this is the old electric box. They used to run the juice through here. Pretty sure it come in over there. And of course, all the wiring's been liberated out of here by the folks that do that sort of thing. But let's see, who made you? It's old, I know that. I think I dated this stuff to like around the 1940s. Oh, the fuses are still in it. It's got a range side and a main side. And neither one of those is coming out, and I'm not going to pull hard because I think it'll probably yank the wall down. Yeah, well, I mean, well, there is. Yeah, this is going to be the hard part here, I think, because we're going to have to rebuild this foundation. Yeah, at least it's still there where I need to be marked. I know where it's supposed to be. And we got to take them posts. It's on the foundation on that end, but not on this end. So we're going to have to get something heavy over here, a winch or two, and let's put new foundation in there. And these posts all just sat on the foundation, every single one of them all the way around. So we're going to do something about that. I figure I think this is cement under this end, or stone or something, because it's all solid underneath all the garbage. It's wavy as heck, but it's present. I think what we're going to do, we're going to need to put some body timbers on this thing and jack her up some. Oh yeah, that whole wall is kind of mobile. Probably shouldn't be pushing on that. I'll put some buddies next to it. We'll jack it up. We'll we'll winch her back. We'll fix the foundation first, then do that, and then put her down. And then what I reckon we're going to do for every one of these big beams, we're going to sink another pole. Now, it doesn't have to be a huge pole, but what I want to do is have something that the whole thing's anchored to. So everywhere you see a beam sticking on top of the foundation, right on the inside of the foundation, we're going to put a post, a 4x4, or maybe 3 2x4s nailed together or something. But see, this stuff, because the east side of it sunk, the west side of it popped up off the foundation. It's sticking out half of it. So we're going to need to change these boards along here. This foundation's good all the way along here, except for a couple of little spots, but that doesn't bother me too much. And Steve can fix that. Yeah, so basically, anywhere you see a post that's sitting somewhere that may or may not be right, we're going to straighten them out, pull everything back in where it's supposed to be, and every post is going to have a buddy that's sunk 3 feet into the ground. I'll probably just use 4x4s. They're not that expensive. So that'll straighten that up pretty good. That'll keep her straight while we're pulling and yanking on stuff. This has already been changed. Well, maybe not. Or maybe it's got pieces off of some other building attached to it. I don't know. This end of the building looks newer anyway. It better not be marijuana. Boy, it looks... Wow, that's neat. It ain't, but it sure looks weird like it could be. That ain't no marijuana. That's illegal in PA anyway. Yeah, so not sure what we're going to do in this corner, but we could just put one outside. I mean, it doesn't really... Well, that's kind of rough there. I don't like how that's sitting. We can fix that, though. As long as we start getting stuff that's stable, the rest of it will kind of start pulling in. And then, just everywhere along here, just throw a post hole digger down right next to the foundation. And you see here, I got my cement machine. Yesterday afternoon, I bought a cement machine. I don't know how good it's going to do for me, but I own a cement machine that's capable of running, it's a 3rd horsepower that'll run off the power inverter I have. That's excellent, especially considering that I have 1,000 watts of solar panels. We're going to shove up on the roof once we get her straightened out on the back end. Let's see. I'm going to go around this side. These ailanthus trees, these horrendous invasive species over here that are killing everything else, are a problem. We're going to start cutting these down. I think what we're going to do, be all sneaky like, is to leave this maple for last. Well, there's a couple of these. But all the trees that are growing up into the building, the good ones, we're going to leave these for last. Actually, I'd have Steve mill me a couple of poles out of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to use these to winch stuff, because they're stronger than anything else I could put out here. Well, these things are stronger than the building is. They're probably holding it up. Let's see. There's a sign pole. I don't know what this used to be. I doubt they had handicap parking for this place, because the last time it was open for anything was probably before that even existed. Those are all those invasive trees. Almost every single one of them. We're going to cut all those down. We're going to leave a couple of the good and natural ones that are from around here, but all those invasive ones are going away. I do have some actual barnwood on this side that's usable shape. I can't get to it right now because all the garbage. And over here, I can probably salvage this, use it, because this is the tall side that it hasn't sunk into the ground so bad. Oh, I got birds. Hi, birds. Well, assuming they're there. If you're not there, no hi. See you later. Yeah, 2 little birds nest up there. That's cute. We'll have to figure out a way to re-support those if there's anything in there. I would like to keep my birds, because they'll eat all these damn mosquitoes in this place. I've never seen so many mosquitoes. Well, I mean, it's right next to a creek, which is right next to a swamp. It's worse than Pine Holler. All right, here's the outside of it on this end, north end here. I mean, it's well within the realm of possibility. Just gonna find the, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do some shoveling, see if I can find the end of the creek. Yeah, I can find if the spring comes out anywhere. Well, I'm gonna need both hands for that. Ooh, get the address on it. Haha, nice. There's what she looks like from the under outside. We're gonna cut these trees down too. But, we got tin. She don't leak. All the nails are coming out though, so me and you know who is gonna come up here in the summer and probably, I got a couple million screws to put in this thing. So we're gonna start screwing on the roof once we get everything else straightened out. So what I figure is, we're gonna put stud walls all the way around. And whatever barnwood's on there is gonna stay on there. We're gonna add some to the outside of the stud walls if there's no barnwood on it. So this whole side is gonna need a foundation poured under it. We're gonna do that. Because whatever they did back in 1875 isn't working anymore. I think they just set it on rocks or concrete or something, but that's not cutting it today. This side's 2 feet lower than that side is. Figure first thing we're gonna do, start working on this, the worst side of it, the side that's sinking into the ground. Which means I'm gonna have to get all this garbage out of here so we can get to it without impaling ourselves on garbage. There might be a leak there. It looks like that got wet. That's all right. A leak is a lot better than a million leaks. The whole roof. Hesitant to look under this rug to see what's there. I just don't want to know. But that's the plan. So we're going to use probably 4x6 posts on this side because there's one there. It's holding it up pretty good. So we'll just, and the top, the upward stuff is pretty good. The top beam or whatever you call it. It's just the stuff that goes into the ground has gone 2 feet into the ground, and that's not appropriate for a barn wall. Somebody lost a Christmas tree here. Nice. That'll be fun to put in the garbage. Yeah, this is only 7 feet off the ground, so this sunk 3 feet. Oh, there's a inside track for the barn doors too, huh? Weird. Well, this is probably also the only thing holding it up. But this wood's all in pretty good shape. Oh, I see. Those are sitting on top of that. Oh, look, you can see the shape of the tree in it. Neat. All right, cool. Oh, how are these attached to the top? By the way, don't do this because I am primed to run away at a rapid speed right now, because if any of this stuff lets go, because I looked at it the wrong way, I'm going to need to not be in here rapidly, post haste. Yeah. Now let's see, this looks like an old one. Let's see if it's attached to the top. I don't think they are. I think this is all just sitting on here. Pretty sure. Yeah, let's get some nails crosswise into it. Let's see what the original, oh, that looks like an original one. What's this? Yeah, I don't think there's anything holding that together except maybe a couple of nails. Yeah, check it out. They just cut it out of a tree. Yeah, this wood's pretty good. Reasonable shape. Let's see if anybody's been here. That's my shitty diaper grabber here. Yeah. Yep, cool. I'm never using this thing for anything good again because I used it to take all those stupid diapers out of the crick out of that bag. And when those things get in the water, they friggin' absorb it. Yuck. That was disgusting. Oh, look. I didn't realize this before. That's a window frame. Put some windows in the back side of it. That'd be kind of cool. What are you? Yeah. Walnut or something. That's cool. All right. Yeah, this whole thing is going to be probably 4x6 posts and sunk into the ground, and it's going to have a footer, an actual proper footer. Well, I'll tell you, it might not have a whole footer or as deep as I want it because I got to call before I dig. I don't know what the. I got to figure out what these purple spray paint marks are. There's supposed to be a sewer pipe around here somewhere, allegedly, but then they tell me that the pipe doesn't run past here. I don't know. There's that and then out on the electric pole and then over here. It might have been, I don't know if it's a survey's mark or what. But, whatever. They did that last year, right after I got with the lawyer to start the process to buy the place. So I don't know. It might probably June or July. I think they did that. I don't know who did it. Nobody knows who. So, well, whatever. Anyways, there's nothing running along this side that we know of, but I got a call before I. Oh yeah, I forgot. Check it out. I actually bought proper marking paint. It's supposed to be biodegradable or water resistant or water washable or whatever. So I marked my property, that's not the property line because my property actually goes right up about 4 feet away from the corner of their barn over there. But I'm just marking for here for now because I need to make sure exactly where that pin is before I start marking anywhere closer to there so we don't have any disputes. Oh, I wonder if this is good enough to use. This is not an electric pole like I thought. This is a tree. In the 2021 aerial photograph, there's a tree here, and there's no electric pole over there. In the 2022, there's no tree here, and there's an electric. Oh, here's the other thing, the electric pole. Yeah, the mystery pole. One last thing. Oh, here's some. I think these are black locusts, but I'm not sure. They might be something else. And I'm probably going to keep those because that's good wood. Doesn't make nice. Well, if they'll be too close to the what you call it. There's some more of those invasive garbage trees. And here, this has been here since sometime between 21 and 22. It doesn't have, it's got the manufacturer's marks on it, but it doesn't have any markings on it that would say what the electric company thinks it is. It's not attached to anything, and the ends of these cables are frayed, and they're just kind of cut off and thrown in the bushes. I wonder if there was a big storm here a few years ago. Huge tornado and everything. It tore the tops off of these poles. It shut down power for, it took me 4 hours to go 20 miles to get to one of my transmitter sites out this way. And in here, there's a little foundation. It's a, let me see if I can see it. It's stone. I gotta get to this. I gotta get my weed whacker, a blade. I gotta get my chainsaw out here too. I didn't have enough room because I had too much stuff in the too many tools. I had a cement machine in the truck. There it is. There's a little foundation. I'm not quite sure how big it is. It's only 2.5 sided. I'm thinking this is on my property. So what I want to do is build this up a little bit. I'm going to use it for a powerhouse. So once we start putting the solar panels up yonder, I don't want batteries inside this building for obvious reasons, especially not the lithiums I'm putting in there. What we want to do is run all the cables under the dirt, over to there, up into the little powerhouse, and then we'll run the main power. This may be different. I might put, this is a little bit far to run that though. It's going to be too expensive, I think. Unless, of course, we put the breaker panel on this end, which we could. I'd like to put the breaker panel on the other end. I've already got a 200 amp service for it. This is not going to be anything connected to the grid at all. Zero grid connection. That's just my thing at doing things. That's going to be how she is from now. Oh, they painted this purple too. I wonder what the... Now, wastewater they paint purple, but the wastewater wouldn't be behind the whole built. Like, it wouldn't trace the outline of the building. It's not on that end because, well, there's nothing on that end. But I don't know. Weird. Well, anyways, that's the thing. Update. Cement mixer. So we're going to start doing things. You got to do this very slowly and using a lot of caution because it's an old building and they don't like to be disturbed. But I figure once we get this side up to where she needs to be, then we can put that side up to where she needs to be. And we can start working on the roof. We'll get that re-screwed in. Get some crosses has got, we'll prime it first. We'll pressure wash it, dry it out, prime it, and then Krause's has got elastomeric roof coating that's white, high reflectivity. Put that on. And while we're putting that on, we'll put the solar panel brackets right in there. So they're embedded into the elastomer, which means that they will be leak resistant. Probably put a couple of coats on there, and then that'll be that. We gotta deal with that non-existent window up there in the wall there. I'll probably put a window in there. I got a bunch of windows, a bunch of glass that's still good. Not from here, I took them out of other places. And then this little spot here is the old office, it looks like. I'm thinking this might have been a mechanic shop like back in the 1930s or something. Maybe that's only a 15-foot long pit. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, I'm thinking it used to be a mechanic shop back in the 20s or 30s. Nobody really knows. There's not very much information, and the historical people around here don't want to talk to me for some reason. Even though I'm preserving a building. Attempting to. Neat old wood. And there's the office. It's also full of garbage. Doesn't look like anybody's sleeping in here, so that's good. It's got a nice wood wall in the back of it. It's got some shelves and stuff. A window that's sort of trapezoidal. That's still on the foundation back there, so that's good. But we're still gonna shore it up anyway because I want this whole thing to be as solid as we can get it. Because I want her to last another 150 years. But there's your current situation. I gotta get something in here to get this garbage out of here. I need a crew of 10 people and 3 years to do it. We'll get her. Well, that is that. I'll see you uns later.